Get ready to guzzle or gag in the ultimate beer battle of tastes. Join us as we sip, savour, and sometimes spit our way through the world's most talked about brews. Let's get pouring and exploring.
Yeah, spit or swallow beer review. That's the type of music you'll hear at a German discotheque, I think. Yeah. All right, that is true, my friends. Oh, yeah, we're doing Goller. No Jammer, he's still in Europe, but he's not in Germany, though. This year he went to England, France, and Italy. Should went to Germany again. But, yeah, got to change up the scenery. Goller Rauchbier, whatever you want to call it. I thought some places used to spell it R-O-T, but it's R-A-U-C-H. And this gets a 88 on Beer Advocate by Goller Brewery or Brewery Goller, not Goller. I'm going to try to pronounce it correct. Goller, and it comes out wrong on the text. You just see right there, right? 4.9% ABV. No notes on the Beer Advocate itself. Anything on the bottle? I probably can't read it. If it is, it's probably in German. I see something in German. Yeah. But a Rauch beer is an old German style with origins in the 1500s from the district of Franconia and the town of Bamberg. Typically dark to amber in color, shares similarities with Oktoberfest beer. So not the Mars and Oktoberfest beer, right? Is that true? Green malts are dried over an open fire beechwood, imparting a unique smokiness, Rauch, R-A-U-C-H, in German for smoke, to the final beverage. Expect toasty, rich malt in aroma and flavor, restrained bitterness, low to high smoke flavor, clean fermentation profile, and attenuated finish. Annual, whatever. Hey. Yeah. So I did a rock beer by Tuscher a couple months back. That was a really good one. So I don't think these guys are going to be good as Tuscher, but you never know. I did have 3 beers by these guys already. The Pilsner, the Hells, and I forgot what the other one was. But they were all pretty good. So I'm hoping this one's good too. Let's get that cap off. Usually when I break the seal, it usually pops right off. Wow. That's hard to rip. There we go. Wow. Okay, good seal on it too. So last time I poured or popped one, as soon as I broke the seal, it popped open by itself. So I don't know if it was bad or. Let's give it the pour. A little smoke coming out of there too. I mean, actual smoke, vapor. Big head, probably going to go over. Make sure it doesn't go over. Ah, man, that's a lot of head of that thing. I didn't give it a real heavy pour, but I give it straight down the middle. Nice, though. Nice color from what I can see the head. So far, more than 4 fingers. Almost 5 fingers. 5-finger head, that's what she said. Yeah. So any other thing on this? I don't think so, yeah. Man, look at that. I'm probably not going to be able to smell through the head, but let's see if I can give it what it looks like. Yeah, pretty clear, but dark brown. I do see some, I guess that's some lace and sticking on the glass already down here. I don't know. That's weird. Down in the glass. I should turn the damn light on. Anyhow, nice brown. I can't turn that light behind me on. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it's clear, kind of clear, mostly clear, slight haze, a slight cloudiness, but only like a 1% cloudiness to it, maybe. It's more of a light, very, very light haze. The head is a off-white, light beige, very light beige. Still almost at about 3.5 fingers, 3 finger, a little bit more than 3-finger head. And let's see if I can smell anything through that. Wow, that's smoky. That almost smells like a bacon smokiness to it. Or a pork smokiness almost. I gotta quit getting so close up so I cut my head off. Wow, that does smell pretty good actually, the smokiness in that. Wow. That makes you want to go to like a barbecue or something. Yeah. I mean, mostly I'm getting the smokiness. It smells like a really nice bacon or some type of pork or something. It smells good. Makes me hungry. Yeah. Let's see if I get anything else off the taste. Try to get through that head. The head's probably still about almost 2.5 fingers. I think I can get through that head. That's where all the vitamins and minerals are. That's what Jammer says. Let's put that right there. Jammer. The Goller Rauchbier. Cheers. Salute. Let's do it. Wow. That's pretty damn good, actually. Jammer would love this one. I don't know if he ever had this one. Because in the last 4 years since we've been doing this version of the beer review since 2020, 5 years almost. July will be 5 years. We haven't done these. And I've been finding these here in the Augusta area, in actual Augusta, Georgia. At one particular, they had them at both stores, right? So I don't know if they're selling these a lot now in the U.S. Maybe Jammer can find some of these. Let me look up on the channel. Maybe Jammer has done some solo beers of these. I don't know. Let me look. I know I've been finding these, and let's look. We'll check it real quick. I know I did 3 before already. All right. I know I put the special hyphen thing on some of them. So Goller Original German Pilsner, Goller Baptiste Hells. Is that all I did? Maybe I only did 2 so far. Let's see if I can copy that. And I don't know. Shit. Oh well. Let's see if I can copy the way they spell it with the 2 dots over the old, like, Motley Crue with the 2 dots over the U. Because sometimes that might not come up if you do it the regular way. Okay. Let's see. So we got, this will be the 3rd video. Yeah, this is only the 3rd video. I did the Hells and the Pilsner, I guess. So Jammer hasn't done this in 5 years, and I don't know if he's ever done it way back in the original channel, but he's missing out on some of these beers. They're pretty damn good. Really good smoky. And I never really liked the smoky beers when Jammers first started getting those. I don't know if they weren't German ones or what, but that Tuscher one and this one I think might beat the Tuscher rock beer. This is very smoky. Very nice. I'm pleasantly surprised on this one. Yeah, I just want to pour the rest of this in here. Let's get it in there. Get it in there. Yeah, that's nice, man. That is really good. I don't know how to explain this beer. I mean, even with the note set of what a Rauch beer is supposed to be, I mean, just that smoke of this is the most dominant factor in the aroma, or not even the taste. The aroma, I mean, you're getting mostly the aroma too. It's a very good smokiness. It tastes like some type of barbecue pork or Really not barbecue on it. I like barbecue sauce, but I like a dried baby back ribs or dry rubbed baby back ribs, maybe. I don't know. It tastes pretty damn good. That's really good. I think that's better than the Tusher. I've had a couple Rauchbiers, whatever you want to call them. I wish I could pronounce them. Let's see what Google Translate says. Google Translate German to English.
In Spanish, that's
Alemana.
I didn't say that.
in its feminine form.
Okay, shut up. All right, let's do English. Chbier. All right. So in English, it would be. What the hell? I don't want Italian. All right, screw it. If you speak German, let me know. That's really good. It's very good. And the ABV is, I don't think it's super high. It's only 4.9%. It's not real strong. So you would probably think around 5% range. So that's pretty accurate with the taste. Really good. I'm really surprised by this one. And I didn't like these smoky beers when I first had them a few times with Jammer back in the day. I was like, ugh, because some of them were like really too overly smoky, but it wasn't like good smoky. He liked it, but I just didn't like it. Maybe my palate has grown, and maybe this is similar to some of those ones. But I like this one. Man, if Jammer can't find any of these down in the Tampa area, I'm going to bring him some of these too. Especially this one. The Hells and the Pilsner weren't too bad, but as far as this representation of the Rauchbier, Rauch, I don't know how to say it. This one's pretty good. Oh, pretty damn good. I tried doing some karaoke yesterday after I got done doing some beer reviews, and I usually do the songs on the website I go to that are featured songs because more people will see it that you sung it that you don't know. It'll show up on the feature list. But sometimes my favorite songs don't pop up in the featured list, so I try to find some new ones. It's in the featured list. So I did 2 or 3, and they weren't my bread and butter songs, let me tell you that. But one of them was one I've been doing for years, which was Broadway by Goo Goo Dolls. I could sing that one pretty easily. But the words were messed up in it. So even though I know the words, I'm still reading it just to make sure, But that website is people download the song. It's a karaoke version of the song. Some of them have backup singing, some don't. Some idiots post songs that actually have a real singing in it, but most of them are okay. But then you've got to type in the words yourself. You got to type in the line, and then when you want to highlight that line, you hit the space bar. Instead of like regular karaoke where it highlights the line as you go, it highlights the whole line. So if you don't know the song, and say you go to regular karaoke and as the word lights up, okay, this is where I sing it when the word lights up. Well, this one, if you don't know the song, you're going to do really bad because the whole line lights up. And it depends on the person's timing, too. Their timing might be off, so it might be lighting up 3 seconds before you're supposed to start singing the song, So anyhow, but this person had the wrong words in the song, so when I was reading it, I'm thinking of the right words, but I'm reading these wrong words, and I tripped over my thoughts, tongue, and everything. Messed the whole. I'm like, okay, Try not. If I know the song, don't read the words because, yeah. But back to the beer. Sorry about that. What am I going to give this? Pleasantly surprised with it. Pretty easy, smooth. A nice smoky, maybe a maltiness, maybe underneath a light sweetness, maybe. Not very hoppy. It's a nice, smooth, easy, but if you don't like smoky, but I think that you'll like this one. I'm going to give it a A+ and a double swallow. A+ and a double swallow. I haven't given one of those out for what it is and the style. A+ and a double swallow. There you go. I haven't given one of those out in a while. Now, what we should do, though, because with our SWAT, maybe we should, I don't know. I probably should give it a double swallow on our spitter swallow scale of drinkability, probably with the style and the drinkability of it. But maybe on the grade style, we should probably never give nothing an A+, right? But I'm going to give it an A+ for what it is, the style that it is. I really like it. This is probably one of the best smoked beers that I had. I like it. It's easy drinking. Some of the smoked beers I had, I didn't like them. I couldn't drink them. To me, it's an A+. So there you go. Beers all differentiate in taste. All beers vary in goodness. And then with your particular palate, they might vary different than someone else's palate, So there you go. I'm trying to be a scholar like Jammer, but I can't. Anyhow, cheers, and thanks for everybody watching. All of our new subscribers. I'm not going to say we're doing good. I mean, we have had some uploads. I mean, it's hard to make it in the beer review and YouTube drinking community these days unless you got high-tech theatrics and fireworks going off and cleavage and girls helping you out, or you got a really cool accent, or you're hillbilly, or you're English or Scottish or anything else. They're the ones that are getting the big views. Us normal folks, no high editing, no explosions, no nothing. I've noticed most beer reviewers, even these one guys I saw subscribe to, and I think they commented on one of my beer reviews the other day, but they're 3 dudes that drink beers. They even got a live streaming rerun. Like they got a playlist on live. So it's playing all the time live. I'm not sure how that works. Apparently it's not helping them too much because we're beating them in views. I mean, as far as regular views go, they're probably beating us a little bit. We get our 10 to 20 to 30 views. They're getting a little bit the same, 10, 20, 30, but some of their videos they do get like 50, 60. But with us doing shorts, we're way above them. And that's the only thing that's really helping us now in views right now. And people like shorts. I don't like shorts myself unless it's fun to waste a little time, I guess. But in the overall scheme of things, shorts are a short waste of time. Even on our shorts, people don't watch the whole thing on data analytics or whatever. They're watching half the damn thing. And like, wow, you just missed. If you waited 10 more seconds to watch it, you would have got the punchline at the end. And we didn't even edit that ourselves. We just did an automated AI. The program we use does all these auto videos. Most of them don't come out good at all, so I don't upload them. Some of them are okay. I might upload a couple of the okay ones. But some of them are perfect and actually talk about something. Might talk a little bit about something else. And then at the end, it comes all the way full circle back around and the punchline to what we were originally talking about. And there you go. But people aren't watching the whole thing, so they don't know it. I'd recommend if you're watching a short video, I admit, okay, if it's 2 or 3 minutes long on those short videos, because I think on YouTube now the short videos could go up to 3 minutes. Even though that's not 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's kind of, if you're watching short videos just to get a quick little high, a little endorphin boost or whatever. But some of them you should watch the whole 2 or 3 minutes. I know most people can't wait that long. They want to get that quick 30-second or 1 minute high. Up the highlight of the video, people dying in car crashes or whatever it may be, cop chases, people fighting, getting stabbed. But with comedy and humor, it takes a little bit longer. So you got to watch it to the end. Not all of our little shorts have a punchline at the end, but some of them do, and you're missing out if you don't watch. I'd recommend go to our playlist, beer shorts, and look at all of our shorts. I got to go on there, matter of fact, make sure all the shorts are actually linked to beer shorts. I've been trying to keep up with that. It's kind of hard doing the whole channel by myself and stuff, They didn't have shorts back when Jammer ran the channel. Yeah, good beer. If you ever find it, they'll find it, drink it. Shit, I got a little bit left in the bottle. That's a big bottle. That's why I filled this glass up 3 times. It's a magic bottle. Oh, I hate it when the thing comes back and you don't know how dirty the top of that cap is, what kind of germs are on it, and it went right on it into the glass. Oh, fuck. That irks me. But the alcohol in there, the 5 point whatever, should kill it, right? Or what, 4.7? Yeah. Give it a little swirl. There you go. Kill those germs. All right. Good beer, though. If Jammer, if I was with him or near him, he would probably want to keep this bottle and maybe he'll start brewing his own beers again. Who knows? You never know what's going to happen. Yeah, I decided I'm on all these dated, not a lot of, I'm on quite a bit of dated sites. I'm not going to name them, but I'll just count them off. 1, 2, even though, the first one I don't pay for, so you can only write one lady a day and every 24 hours. So if I wrote it at 7 p.m., anyhow, you can only write like one lady a day. For me, it's probably pretty much 2 days, every 2 days, because my hours, whatever. And then you can swipe on people, but you can't write them unless they swipe on you. Okay. So next one, same thing. You can swipe on the women, and they could swipe on you, but you can't write them first on that one. The women have to initiate it first. I'm like, what the fuck? That's prejudice against men, I think. And then the next one, I used to pay for it. It's one of the better ones if you pay for it, but still, in this area, man, the women, I'm going to tell you what, I don't know what the fuck it is with women about. I mean, it's not just this area, but the women selection here is kind of low because certain ethnic groups are higher percentage populations. So the women I'm looking for, which is particularly white women, the percentage is lower compared to especially where I lived in Florida. I mean, when you got the big city right here next to me, 60% African American. And the town I'm living right next to it, 28 or 30% African American. The chances of whiter women, nothing against white women or black women. I'll date either one actually, but I'm just saying there's a even out of both, that brings it down to a smaller percentage of women willing to date. So choices here on these dating sites at least not good. Now I'll see women out in public. I'm like, well, fuck, I don't see women like that out. I want to find normal. They got these either high class looking women on these dating sites or really low class. There's like no in between. Like, where the fuck are all the normal women? Anyhow, the normal women are probably all married, actually. Oh, well. But on that note, what I was trying to get to is, you know what? I've been celibate now for almost 4 years. This month will be 4 years I've been celibate. I'll admit it. And I could have got it a couple of times, a couple of dates I went out on here, like at least two of them. Could have got with them, but one wanted me to be. There's a big age difference, and she wanted me to be picking her up at her house for dinner and all this extra bullshit. I'm like, yeah, to make it look presentable in front of her neighbors. I was like, what? Anyhow, I said, yeah, okay. I went out with her one time. That was it. And she was a nice lady, but she was a few years older than me, and then it wasn't worth all the hassle. And once she looked young for her age, but once I saw her out on our first date, she walked like her age. So I was like, okay. Even though she looks younger in the face and the hair, you can always do this up and make your hair look pretty. But physically, you're going to be your age. So, okay, no more dating the older women, right? Especially ones, men, once you get past, you're 28, you want to date a 44-year-old, that's fine. But once you get like up in your 30s, 40s, 50s, don't be dating anybody. It's more than 15, 20 years older than you, I think. The other girl, same thing. She was really nice, but she was far right wing, not extremist, but far right wing conspiracy nut. And then her living conditions, and she smoked marijuana. And even though she didn't smoke it a lot, like some other girls I've met on some of these dating sites, but she still smoked it. And yeah, that was it. And then the last girl I went out on a date with, she seemed like she was into me, but once she saw me, I think she got a load of the grill and the bald spot in the back of my head. And that was too much for her. So, but that's okay. I'm almost at the point now where I'm like, man, I'm just happy being single and drinking beer and doing beer reviews. It's what I love. Now, only if I could get more viewers. I mean, you can't get viewers at noon. I should get more. I should get some young people to join us on. I mean, Jammer Fan's young, but he doesn't help us out at all with the channel. That's why he hasn't been made an official channel member. He's auxiliary. Because he's young, he can say, oh, wow, if you do this, you'll get more views. Hey, if you go to Discord and join these groups and this. That's what young people are for. They're supposed to help old people out. But I remember like 2 years ago, somehow somebody on a Discord channel found us, and they were sharing us, and a bunch of people were joining the live chat. And it was actually fun. They're asking like crazy questions about the beer and about. I had a pineapple shirt on one time, and I told them what pineapples really mean, and they're like, and it must have been youngins. But yeah, somehow we lost those viewers real quick. I guess they didn't subscribe to the channel. And then, yeah, now occasionally we get on the live views, we get some people watching, but half the times we don't. I mean, it's kind of hard to get viewers on a Tuesday or Wednesday morning, early afternoon, you know? I got one more beer to do. I should set that one up now. I wonder if I can set it up now. I don't think I can, though. Once I'm on StreamYard live, I don't think I can set up another. I might be able to, actually, but I don't want to. I think I got all that beer, right? Yeah, all the beer's gone. Great beer. Goller. Yeah, oh, man, my battery's almost going down my mouse, too. That's probably not good. Some bitch. Well, hopefully I got some batteries Got the red light blinking. You probably can't see that, can you? Yeah. There it is. Red light blinking. Battery's about to go dead. Gave up, giving up, just give it up, just give it up. If anybody is a big fan of ours and they watch us on more than one occasion, or maybe more than 10 occasions, they'll probably know that I'm a Rat and Roller fan, Rat hair band, 80s band. And they're Stephen Pearcy, the lead singer, has been on tour forever with his solo band. And now he's doing some shows with Warren DeMartini, the original lead guitarist. And it's just called Pearcy and DeMartini. They're not calling themselves Rat. And they're using a drummer is Blas Elias, who used to be the drummer of Slaughter. And he's been the drummer for Pearcy's solo band for probably about a year and a half, 2 years maybe, I don't know. And then also Matt Thor, who the bass guitarist, he's been with Stephen Pearcy's solo band for a few years. And he's one of the original bass guitarist members of the original Rat, which when they were called Mickey Rat. And then he went on to Rough Cut and he played with some other band. And then on the other guitar is Carlos Cavazo, who was with Rat from like 2007 up till 2016, 18, whatever year, with Warren. And when Warren got fired or whatever happened there, Carlos left too. Carlos is only there for Warren. Anyhow, when they got together, Warren was like, well, I'm going to come back if Carlos could come back. So you got those two, plus Stephen Pearcy's Matt Thor on bass, Blas Elias on drums. No Bobby Blotzer. On bass, I'd rather have the Matt Thor, not even Juan, the Crouchier, however you pronounce his last name, the original Rat, the classic Rat lineup bass guitarist. I'd rather have Robbie Crane, who was with Rat from 1997 until he left the band in 2014, 16, whatever year it was. He was with the band for quite a few years. I thought he did pretty well, actually. Now, the one big thing with Juan not being there is the backing vocals. Juan has that classic Rat backing vocals. And, of course, you're missing Robin Crosby as the second guitarist also because, he's classic Rat also, just his rhythm and some of his leads. But, what can you do, right? He passed away and he hasn't been part of the band since 1990, 91, and he passed away in 2002 from AIDS or heroin overdose or whatever it is. You get two different stories, but he did have AIDS, but you hear stories that he died from a heroin overdose too, so yeah, it's a shame because he's a really big guy. What's bad about him is you look back at all these videos and interviews he's in, he's fucked up all the time. He's fucking high as a kite, stoned, who knows what the fuck he's high on. And nobody stepped in to help him. I was a young kid back in those days, so I probably didn't know any better that this guy's really fucked up all the time. Somebody around the Rat gang should have said, man, I'm not talking about waiting until 1990. I'm talking about 1986, 85. Should have stepped in and said, hey, man, you need to go to fucking rehab for about 6 months or something, dude, because you were fucked up. And of course, he wasn't the main lead guitar guy. And he didn't die in a plane crash. He didn't die in a car crash, and or some suicide at a young age, or from a night of partying, drinking too much. I think the CIA killed Jimi Hendrix. Anyhow, that's what me and Jammer think. But anyhow, that was a video we saw. But he died. HIV, AIDS. I don't even think it was known until like the late 90s. I think he found out he had it like 94-ish, somewhere around there. 96, I don't know. But he had full-blown AIDS by the time he died, but they said that he died of a heroin overdose. But anyhow, I mean, at least he had an interview there with Behind the Music. He was like, hey, I lived I partied and lived a life like 5 men or 10 men or whatever. Don't cry for me when I'm gone. So, not going to cry for him. But, yeah, I just wish somebody stepped in, in the younger days, mid-'80s, someone should have helped him. He might have even had AIDS, HIV by the time 85, 86, 87, all that touring. Who knows what he got it from? Doing heroin, shooting needles with somebody. I mean, he was good friends with Nikki Sixx. Nikki Sixx was shooting up stuff, so who knows if they're sharing needles. Does Nikki have anything? Nikki seems healthy, but maybe he got the good magic medication from 1990 on. And maybe Robin wasn't able to afford it. The Magic Johnson medication. A lot of conspiracy about the Magic Johnson HIV thing, too. Like, a lot of people think he doesn't really even have HIV. Like, it was made up to give people false hope that you could survive. Yeah, that's what I heard. Now, is Magic Johnson, he's never looked sickly, but I mean, they got all these medications now nowadays for people to. But I mean, you remember back in the late 80s, someone had AIDS, that was an automatic death sentence. This person got AIDS. Oh, they're dead 3 months later. This person, I got AIDS. Hey, he's dead 2 days later. Of course, they're announcing it when they're like really sick, I guess. But Magic Johnson, he never looked sick. He never got skinny. How did he find out about it? I did watch the Lakers documentary thing on HBO, but I just can't remember if they showed how he found out about it, or maybe he wasn't feeling well and got the blood test. I don't know. Magic Johnson was the ladies' man, apparently, so that's how he caught it. But they say it's like so many times higher for a man to catch it from a woman than it is for a woman to catch it, and for a gay male to catch it anally. Easiest ways of penetration. It says it's kind of hard to get it as a man penetrating somebody. Unless you got really cuts on you or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's possible through a little pee hole or whatever, but they say it's easier vaginally or anally to get it, So how does a straight man get AIDS? I mean, I'm sure it happens sexually, but it's got to be rare for a straight man to get it. I'd like to see the statistics on that. Of course, and then you're going to have people, oh, yeah, I got it, I'm straight. But then there's going to be, who knows how many people are telling the truth, Rock Hudson, I don't think he ever came out as gay or anything, right? Not that I'm aware of. Didn't even know he had AIDS until I think he died of it. Same with Freddie Mercury. I don't think anybody knew he had AIDS, right? Anyhow. I went from Rat Row to AIDS and Freddie Mercury. It just irks me. I mean, Rat, I think, should have had a couple more good albums through the 90s if they stayed together. I mean, A lot of people actually liked their 1990 album. Surprisingly, I'm actually surprised. I mean, I think it was people that were young in their young days, though, like 14, getting into rock music finally. 1990. Oh, Rat Detonator. Shame, shame, shame. Loving you's a dirty job. One step away. What was the ballad? Giving yourself away. There's a couple people that really like that record. It was pretty good, I think. I thought that record, if it came out like 2 or 3 years earlier, it would have been a big hit, actually. That's how I think the record was pretty good, but it would have been a lot better. Just the hair metal aspect of it, if it came out 2 or 3 years earlier. If that came out in 1988 or 87, some of those songs like Scratch That Itch, that was the other one there, Top Secret, there's another good one on there too. I can't think of it right now. That was a filler song. The filler songs, I was like, some of those filler songs, I was like, wow, those filler songs are pretty damn good. Top Secret, Scratch That Itch, Can't Wait on Love was a really good one too. I was like, damn, this is actually, when I first heard the album, Just One Step Away, I was like, this fucking album is going to be a hit. And it wasn't, though. And their first single, of course, was Loving You's a Dirty Job, I think. And then Shame, 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 right? And then I think they came out with a crappy video for Giving Yourself Away, which they should have done a better job in the video. Maybe that one might have done better. One Step Away should have been a hit. And I think Top Secret or Can't Wait on Love should have been hits. Really. I really do believe that. They should have had somebody better, like, okay, let's do this song. I mean, they weren't the greatest songs ever, but I think they should have been hits, singles released. And they probably wouldn't have cracked the top 40 or top 100, but they would have been out there. Here, can I give you a taste of one song? I don't know if it'll block us up. I don't know. I won't do it, but check it out. Rat Detonator album. I mean, it's not top 10 quality, but some of those songs on there more songs could have been released as singles. I think 2 or 3 more songs could have been released as singles off that album. Were any of them top 10 quality? Probably not. Loving You is a Dirty Job is probably their top 40 hit off there. I don't even know if that even went top 40. They had that, Shame, Shame, Shame. And then supposedly, I never even saw the video until many, many years later, Giving Yourself Away. I didn't even know that was released as a video. Shit. Let's Googleize that. When was Rat's Giving Yourself Away video released? The music video for Rat's Giving Yourself Away was released in 1991. It was released as a single in 1990 and charted on the Canadian and Australian charts. The video features a group of girls in a variety of poses and outfits. And then like Steven sitting on a windowsill singing. And I think Warren might be playing the guitar. I don't even think they show any of the other members. You say you don't want me. You say you don't care. You say that your heart ain't got no room for me there. All right, let's get on to the next beer review. I had 43 minutes. Holy. We'll see you on the next one. Spit or Swallow beer review. What time is it? Man, I got to hustle. Damn. Shagdog. Wait, hold on. Breaking news. Oh, disappeared. Anyhow, India retaliated, attacked Pakistan. I guess Pakistan, somebody from a terrorist group. I don't even know what the fuck it was. Kashmir is a disputed territory between Pakistan and India. And some people got killed by terrorists or whatever the hell it was. And then India retaliated with some missiles. I heard Pakistan retaliated with some missiles. Who knows what's going on? They're both nuclear weapon carrying countries. That could be the start of World War III just between those two countries. And what's really weird is India and Pakistan never been on friendly terms with China back in the past. especially India with the Himalayan mountains there, the border. But India is part of the BRICS with China, Russia, South Africa, Iran, Brazil. Are they the 10 countries that are part of the apocalypse, the 10 kings? There's 10 countries in the BRICS, you know. What are the 10 countries in BRICS? Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Egypt, Ethiopia, Indonesia, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates. And then if you really look at Revelation, Saudi Arabia is part of it now, I believe, also. I believe. But I don't know if they... Oh, yeah. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and Iraq. That's... All right. And the Iran and United Arab Emirates. My bad. That's fucking 6... That's 10 countries there. There were 3 other countries. If you read Revelation, it says something about 3 were removed. There were 3 other countries that were in it, but then they got removed. Also, I can't remember what that was. Were there 3 countries that got removed from the BRICS? I swore something, and they probably hide it, you know. Anyhow, beware. Beware. I'm no victim of circumstance. We're going to get to the next beer review, and we'll see you on the next one. Shagdog Spirit Swallow Beer Review. Try that one if you never had it before. I was babbling. Sorry. Bye.
That's it from Shagdog and Jammer, another frothy tale in the books. Remember, in the world of brews, it's not just taste, it's an experience. Keep exploring, keep sipping, until next time on the Spit or Swallow Beer Review.